Elijah, what's good? You doing it, dude? All right. What the hell? All right. Making clips out of that. What what going on the YouTube, man? Bro, extra blew his hand off. God damn.
Vernon Avenue, you know, then you know. On Vernon Avenue, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know.
This nigga done
On
burned his
Vernon
hand off.
Ave, if you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. I'm about to blow somebody else up tonight. I'm about to blow somebody else up. I'm gonna throw this mother. I'm about to blow somebody else up. I don't know who else I'm gonna blow up, but I'm blowing somebody else up. On Vernon Avenue, I'm blowing something up. Yeah, Vernon Avenue, nigga. You see this mother Vernon Ave. I'm blowing something up today, nigga. Told her, nigga, stop playing on Vernon Ave. Vernon Avenue. Want to get blown up today. Off the back, I'm blowing nigga up. Stop playing CDs, nigga. I'm throwing them in your house. I'm throwing them at you.
This nigga
Vernon Avenue, off the back.
to
I'm
end
blowing your
yourself with
up.
fireworks
I'm
kind
blowing
of shows that
somebody
you're
up today.
immature too.
It's the game spitter. Y'all share the video so my page can grow. I need 1,000 plus likes so the
So
algorithm
bro,
know.
that's bad.
Subscribe to my channel so my YouTube can grow. I'm on list crawlers cause back page gone. And skip the games ain't worth a day. Hey man, California took a major hit today, man. Especially on that blue side, on that 40 Crip side, on Hood. 4Extra that ended his whole career done for. He built his whole image off of boxing, throwing hands off the back, all of that, man, over with. Just because he wanted to have a little bit of fun on this 4th of July, playing with them M80s. Now, I don't know, man, with the M80s, man, it ain't like back in the get now. I ain't know an M80 could do that much damage. You sure it wasn't no C4 in that? You sure you ain't got no C4? M80, C4, they doing some shit to these fireworks, man. Fireworks they known for doing. It's supposed to be a lot of people hands blown off. I'm pretty sure 4Extra ain't the only one who didn't pop the M80 in his hand or something close. To do that much damage, nah, I understand losing a finger or two. But they probably gonna have to cut his whole hand off. And he only gonna have a wrist. The rest of it gonna be enough. We'll work your wrist then. Chill, work your wrist then. We'll work your wrist then. Yeah, y'all remember that Gucci Man song? But that's nasty work for the guy, man. Like, we gotta start fact checking where we get these fireworks from, man. We can't be taking these cheaper wraps and going to these regular stores. You man gotta go to the spot where they tax everybody at the big fireworks spot. Cause shit, if I wanted to do damage to the black community or the brown community, I renege some fireworks and yeah, we at war with all these countries. You never know, man. You never know, man. Like worrying about the wrong fireworks from the wrong store. As soon as you pop them, it'll explode in your head. Cause ain't no way 4Extra kept that M80 in his hand right before it's supposed to pop and then try to throw it. Man, It's given. As soon as he
Alright.
lit it, it blew up in his hand. Ain't no way he gonna play with his hand like that and them his money makers. Even though we never seen him get down, he sold us a good story, a good image. We never seen him get down, but he was gonna get down. But his hands was his money maker. His hands was gonna save him. Was gonna put a lot of income in his pocket, and now he can't do that no more. It's over with. And he ain't have no other talents. He ain't funny. He can't talk about the rap game. As far as like I'm talking about on social media. Like, man, what are you gonna do? It's over for him for right now. When you look at him, when you bring up 4Extra, you think about fighting, nothing else. You take that away from him, he don't have no real knowledge on nothing else.
God humbles
Because when you
us.
talk about other street stuff, he don't want to speak on it. So the internet career over with. Now, of course, when he recover and all of that, he can talk about what happened and all of that. But how long that's gonna last? Because it's gonna take a long time for him to even get back to talking and getting on podcasts and all of that. Because he got to go through therapy. The man got to go through therapy. They got to make sure he ain't mess up all his nerves and his arm. Then they got to go through the therapy. If he want a fake arm, he got to go through that therapy. Then the man, he gonna get on opiates. They gonna give him all type of perks and all that. He never was on drugs or drinks like that. So the depressed that he can get from the internet, because everybody gonna pick on him. He gonna be hearing your career over with. He turn on his phone, hashtag. It's gonna be all in his feed. So ain't no telling how that's gonna drive him. Where he can really get on opiates and pills and everything real bad. He never did drugs before or wasn't on them, but now they gonna put him on him because he always gonna feel pain. He always gonna feel pain. So to hear what the internet gonna say about him, it's over. He dumb. He this and that. He every type of word you can use to go against him. Besides the people that's gonna show him support. Yeah, man. Like he can really get on pills real bad, and it can really come over. And he never shake back. He'll never be the same.
You learn
Let
a new
alone
word.
he can crash out. The other hand work. Put a blick in his hand. And he go back to prison.
Some of these words that we use nowadays were never used as much as they are. They're new words. Like y'all try to say them and try to define specific shit. We ain't used these words. Our parents didn't use these words. These words exist now because of the time we're in. And y'all say them as if they just are like true. Like some of the stuff that we have meanings for, we adapt them to ourselves and like they limit us. Like certain shit, you could say something is something that is not. Because we feel like we have so much knowledge, so much understanding of shit. We don't know. We don't know. Like, what someone says isn't always what you think it is.
This is the game changer that
Like, for
everybody
real.
have been asking for.
So
That's just
basically, this
like
big
you
button right here in
perceiving
the
something
middle
like
is to
somebody
generate
hating
chords.
whole
So let's
time.
just
They
go ahead and
probably
press it.
aren't hating.
Ooh, that's fire.
Bruh. Try again. Look at that. Whoa! What was that animation? I've never seen that animation before. And it is generating this out of nowhere using AI.
So it's that easy
They
to
do.
create an amazing copy creation.
Okay, so today we're going to be checking out Unison's new plugin called the
Like a lot. Like
That man for extra blew his hand off. That man blew his freaking hand off, G. That
that's
shit
why I
crazy.
say for right now, it's over with. As far as like on the internet, I ain't talking about living the life, but
This
it's
makes
ugly
me
though.
like
Because
think
if you
about
let the
God.
internet get
Like
the best of them,
God, God is
this
just
situation can take them out.
God
Then let's talk about the
stops your
bacteria.
brakes.
If he don't get the proper care, he can get bacteria from when the hand blew off. He got bacteria in it and it travel all the way up his arm. Then, okay, let's say he don't get no bacteria in this shit right then and there, and he get healed up the right way in a hospital. He come home and don't take care of it right because he depressed, he on pills. If he don't take care of that wound and he get frustrated, depressed, he on drugs, he keep getting frustrated that his hand not there no more, and he messed up his potential, and people ain't picking up the phone no more. People don't call and check on him no more. He get all this backlash. Yeah,
That should be crazy. The
he can get
internet
this
be
thing.
fake,
He take care of
yo.
the wound. He can get this thing called sepsis, and then the bacteria it'll travel from the wound site. It'll travel from the wound site, and then it'll cause things like headaches, chills, body aches, stuff like that, like a lot of pain like that. And then over time, right, it'll give him like flu-like symptoms, and then it'll start just shutting down all his organs in his body, and that can kill him overnight. It can take days, weeks. Y'all gotta understand, like, he can go home, he can get the proper care at the hospital, but go home and let the internet beat him up, getting frustrated, and he on all these drugs, and he ain't no drug addict no way. Man, he stopped taking care of the arm because he's so gangster and tough. Feel like he can heal on his own, and he don't listen to the doctors. He hard headed. Telling you, man, because he gonna be in pain. And man, he get that shit. What I just said, he start getting them body aches and chills and headaches and yeah,
This
man,
shit
that shit took him
crazy. Like
over. And
I'm
then
I'm literally like feeling for that nigga, bro, right now, yo. Like prayers up for full action, bro. That shit is gonna be tough, bro. You had to deal with a lot of shit for the rest of his life. And that's the thing about injuries, bro. Injuries last forever, bro. Like even when you heal, it never fully heals. It's always trying to heal.
he can get something called, say it ain't that, he can get something called gangrene.
Mm.
See, the other bloggers can't break down the medical part of this shit right here unless you talk to a doctor or something. I'm the one. I'm the gangster. I'm the one. Everybody else can just talk about his career stuff. I'll break it down the medical shit though. So that's why you should share the video so my page can grow. I need 1,000+ likes so the algorithm know.
Oh,
Subscribe to my channel so my YouTube can grow. Like
okay.
gangrene is
Damn, yo.
it's kind of like having bacteria. Well, it is having bacteria in the spot where his hand blew off at, right? And what it's gonna do is deteriorate it. It's gonna deteriorate it. It's gonna have a bad odor to it. It's gonna smell. It's gonna kind of be like mold. It's gonna be like mold, like it's gonna be real pussy. It can cause pain. Now he may not feel pain if he got gangrene. If the nurse right there, like if he got his nurse right there, he may not feel the pain. But if he at home all the time, he'll feel the pain. You know, splash that. But yeah, like it'll stink real bad. It change colors.
Oh my
It'll be
God.
real pussy.
Oh my
And like I say,
God.
he'll feel a lot of pain unless that nurse right there.
This was God, y'all. This was God humbling him for sure. Um, this just made me think about stuff like if you don't use your gift properly, it gets taken from you. It says that in the Bible. which is crazy. That's why I locked in on my gifts. I honed in on everything because it's like something in my life is growing. No matter if I do something or not, something's growing in it. You feel me? So it's like
He still making
he probably could have just been a boxer or something.
pieces of pain. But yeah, chain color, all of that, they gangrene. Yeah. And like I say, just like the other shit, the septic, it's caused by bacteria. See, these dudes like him, he be around all these gang members and all these people that got bacteria around them at these meetings. He can't miss a meeting, hood days, all this stuff. So it's possible. And he ain't taking care of it. He let the internet, let the people, let life, let what happened to him beat him up, get the best of him. He bounced and resign. It ain't nothing that a 40 member, his family member can do. It's all on him. It's something that the nurse can do, but if he gets certain shit, ain't nothing they can do. And it's over. It's over. Yeah, it's over. But besides all the bacteria talk, for extra, he gonna really be thrown off. He gonna be thrown off by this. And then, if that's the hand that he really write with and all that, he gonna have to learn how to write and do everything with that hand. But the main thing that the doctors and the nurses gonna want to do and make sure is he didn't damage none of the nerves in his arm. That's gonna be the main thing, like, cause the picture only can show what it shows. I can't 100% say in the high 90s though, or high 80s, but I can't 100% say he messed up all the nerves in his arm. I had to really see the X-rays and hear what the doctor say and all that stuff. But it ain't looking too good though. It definitely ain't. See, the reason why they want to make sure he ain't mess up the nerves in his arm, because depending on how he blew it up, his hand, right, it could have messed up, or if he blew it up, it could have messed up certain stuff in his arm, or if he blew it up, it could have burnt some of the insides of his stuff in his arm, and they had to cut off his whole arm to save his body. They had to cut off his whole arm. Depending on how he blew his hand up and what got damaged in his arm, that's why they got to make sure he mess up the nerves. Now, it ain't going to be no doctor in the history of niggerdom or whites or no race going watch my video and say I'm blind. That's the main thing he needs to be caring about. Did he mess up the nerves in his arm? Because if he did, that whole arm got to come off to save his body, meaning his life. So that's why I say, like, career for right now is over with. It's over with for right now. Now, besides all that, let's say no bacteria, he can keep his arm, no nerve damages, shit like that with his arm and all that, he all good. Can he go back to boxing and fighting and all that stuff again? Yes and no. Okay, at first, definitely not. Definitely not, because it's gonna take a lot of healing. He's still gonna feel, even after he heals, he's still gonna feel a lot of pain. Because people who had their arms cut off and stuff like that, or hands, they still feel that pain. It still feel like that arm or hand still right there. And then he lost it in a traumatizing way. So that's going to always, for a long time, affect him. Yeah, now, besides that, usually when you lose a limb, the other one gonna get real strong. It's gonna get way stronger than it ever been. And if he really learn how to stick and move, he'd be pressure with that hand.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
But it's gonna take a lot of healing.
He gonna look like a super villain if he come back punching shit. Show.
It's gonna take a lot of healing, man, because
You gotta prove
So
yourself too when he come back. Like if he come, he gotta prove himself that he like normal again or that he's still himself. Himself
he
though.
used to having his arm his
This
whole
guy done
life.
blew his
It ain't like he lost
head.
his arm when he was a little boy. He didn't have all this time to live with it. You see what I'm saying? It'd be like with Charleston White. Say you fight Charleston White and you cover up one eye. Charleston White then had his one eye for over 15 years, 20 years, however long. So he used to it. So he real strong with it. If you cover up that eye, you in a disadvantage because you ain't used to having one eye covered up and you trying to stick a move, he gonna punish you. You think you will be able to do it, but you ain't. So, like, he got to heal for a long time, man. Cause that pain, he still gonna feel that pain, like that arm there, like that hand there. Whatever he lose, that shit just don't go away because
What
some
is that
person,
called?
it been a year, and I'm like, nah, it don't go like that now. And then y'all gotta think, the man gonna be depressed, he gonna be on all these pills, perks, oxy, hydrocodone.
Phantom pain. That's what it's called.
If your leg is cut off, you could still have the urge to scratch an itch even though there's nothing there. This sensation is called phantom limb, and some people even experience severe pain on their non-existent limbs. Now, unfortunately, most amputees experience this strange phenomenon, and with no limb to itch or treat, these amputees are left with no good way to remedy the situation. If your leg
Phantom pain.
I get a lot of comments regarding phantom limb pain, so today I will address that topic. And phantom limb pain, it's an imaginary pain that occurs, for example, when you lost one limb or several limbs, and it's the brain that tries, the brain doesn't fully understand that the limb is gone, so it tries to send out signals, for example, to the fingers or down to the toes, but when they bounce back, the brain translates that into pain. And the pain can be very different from person to person. Me, personally, I feel it like 1,000 needles in all my missing limbs, but I can also feel it like a sharp object poking over and over again, my hand or my feet. So that is what phantom limb pain is, and stay tuned for part